Mocienne live. I'm going into the forest where I am, and I want to see how far internet is going to work here in the forest. Today, I really wanted to talk about the media. Yes, the media in my life. Um, I'm extremely traumatized. I'm so traumatized about what happened to me in 2010 when I came to the world media saying that Michael Jackson is my father. Whoa. It's been 12 years this year, and I still suffer under it. As many people who knows me, I compare it as the videotape of Kim Kardashian with Randy or Ray J. So this is me walking in my clothes. I compare it like Kim Kardashian porn, and because so many people watching porn, but if Kim Kardashian do it, then it's something else. So then it's not normal. And so many children have parents, but if Michael Jackson isn't parent, then something is wrong. Not impossible. So this item have been really hard on me for the last 12 years. And I want to talk today about the effect that it had on my career, on my healthcare business, on my personal life, what it all did to me. First of all, TMZ, they are really badass media. Really, really badass. They are 100% dirt. They don't like to write about the birds and the trees. No, they like to write about the nasty thing. Nasty, nasty. Some people say that with Wendy Williams show was the same. The show no longer exists. But I feel that with Wendy Williams, what she had to say about people in the news, it was more a personal feeling on it. She said her opinion, and she could also make situations sounds very funny in a way. And she was many times she was very right. And she said my show is messy. I'm talking about problems. I'm very happy still today. Are you ready? That a big part of the world think I'm totally crazy because it gives me to live like this. Woo! No one around me, no one was paying attention to me. So that's really nice. So I think that being a celebrity that I became was very painful because the world just put me down that I'm crazy. It's crazy saying Michael Jackson is my father. And it was personal, devastating. What I have learned is really to depend on me about this, to depend on me. I have learned to keep my self-esteem and knowing where I come from, where I am. And my father experience with the media, Michael Jackson, have really educated me a lot mentally in the last 12 years. Why he hid me away from the world. He didn't want the world to know. The Jacksons and the Ross, they are very loyal to my father. And for that, I really... Are you ready? Are you ready what I'm going to say? I really love them. I really love them for the way they respect my father's life and what he stands for. Um, I I respect them because they know that I want to live my life. Many bad things have happened to me. So the Jacksons' part in giving me no attention is amazing. And I think personally that they are heard, that I haven't finished the lawsuit yet. But I think the grieving process of grieving about the murder of my father, Michael Jackson, that the world is now ready with. So me making this book, promoting my book, Thriller Betrayal and Thriller The Dark Side Netherlands, because I really want to give people a chance to get my story when my case will go to court. I do believe sometimes that my case will not go to court, that the Jackson will come forward themselves, that he is indeed my dad. So the time is going to show us what's going to happen. And I think that it's very important that I am me. And one thing that I have learned in this situation, the last 12 years that I had to deal with the media, and I have to tell you that the media have been also good to me in a way. Good to me in a way that they know I don't want that private writing about me. Let me tell you one thing. I do not have a boring private life. I don't have a boring private life. There are enough scandals in my life that they could write about, and I respect them that they don't. I respect them that they don't. And I love the media for that. I really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, another again, thank you. I cannot thank them enough. And I think that they are nice to me because they know there is a serious story here about the way that I am dealing with this issue. I have taken it extremely hard, the murder of my father. It have absolutely destroyed my life because when Michael Jackson was murdered, we were in a beginning of healing our relationship between he and my father, he as my father, and me as his daughter. And I did not know that Barbara Jane Ross was my mother till 2007. Did not know before that. I was raised that my mother died when I was 6 years old. And my memories with the Ross family is sitting on a long table, having dinner, or hold the family together. This is what I remember of the Ross family. And not being really busy with me, visited me a couple of times when I was in Haiti. I met Tracy Elias Ross. I met Tritney. I met Rhonda. They were very lovely girls. Tritney is the same age like me. Look at this beautiful horse coming to see me. Tritney is the same age like me, and I didn't have a good contact with them. They were the princesses. I also described that in my book, Thriller Betrayal, how it goes. Diana Ross was really a defender. This woman have been defending my life since the day I was born, and I don't know the story behind that, but I do know that she's very respectful and very loyal to her family and to my father. And I do feel that she loved me forever, no matter what. In my, she's with me in my heart. Um, Many things that she did when I was young, I didn't understand. I have learned to understand that why Diana Ross was always aggressive. I know her as an aggressive woman in my life. But I know she loved me, and that feels very comfortable that she loved me. That feels really good that she loved me. And of course, I love her unconditional. So I think that the media is respecting my privacy because they know there's a real story behind Mocienne Petit Jackson. And I hope they will keep respecting my privacy when the world finally know 100% that Michael Jackson is my father. I hope they will continue that. It was absolutely devastating coming in the world media in 2010 because so many people on the internet think I'm totally crazy saying Michael Jackson is my father, because some people, they cannot deal with it that Michael Jackson was just a man. When he conceived me at 16 and he get me on 17, he wasn't just a boy, he was a man. He was already a millionaire. He was making his own records, had his own contract with Epic Records, and he was doing a lot of things. He was not the typical 16-year-old. Now, look at me, what I'm going to do. You see, I have my shoes. I'm going to put my shoes out. I'm going to take my shoes in my hands. Why? Because I want to walk. I want to feel the ground. I want to feel the ground. So my shoes. So Michael Jackson wasn't a typical 16-year-old boy. And and it was really hard to imagine that for people, because when Michael Jackson was in the media, he played the lovely boy, while he was a tough businessman who was taking care of his life and what he wanted. And what Michael Jackson wanted, he wanted to become the biggest artist in the world. This boy, this young man of 17 with his own baby, he had a plan what he wanted to accomplish in life. And he did it. And me, that I was born, I'm an oops baby. I'm a really oops baby. I'm a really oops baby. And an oops baby that he was very happy with. But the rest of the family not. No one was happy with me than only my father. So, are you ready for are you ready for my adventure? Because you see the road, really, really hurtful with all this thing. Hurt my feet. Are you ready? Going to put on back my shoes because I think you keep hearing me saying, ow, ow, ow. So, so I have feel it. The African way. It's not working for me. So put back my shoes on. Yes. Oh. So my dad, he deal with the media. He manipulate the media, and I understand why the media really disliked Michael Jackson. They were thinking, oh God, you are playing around. You know, when you have a baby at such a young age and you are so famous, and people are being paid off, not to talk about that you have a baby, you know, media really hate you. And one thing that I have learned the last um, 13 years since my father was murdered is why the media hate Michael Jackson. And let's be very honest, you cannot disagree with them to not to hate him, because it's a horrible crime to have a child and not sharing that with the world because you want to be famous. And I believe because of they hide my birth, my right of living. I think this is why my father had all these child protection problems, that they accuse him of child abuse. Because when did it happen? The child abusing case happened 10 years after I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped in 1984. I was kidnapped. And in 1993, there was people talking about Michael Jackson being incorporated with young boys. They didn't like him, the way he dealt with children. So that was in 1993. But in 1994, that's when the first court was coming, that people were going to attack him for child abuse. It was exactly 10 years when I was out of my father's life that I was kidnapped. So And I just wanted to share that. Hello. Someone is specified. So it was exactly 10 years. Hello. It was exactly 10 years. Some bicycles were passing by. I don't have any, I cannot record them because of privacy. So anyway, it was exactly 10 years that I was kidnapped, that my father was accused for the first time as a pedophile. Exactly 10 years. And I think it all happened because of me. Because he didn't uh, share to the world he lost a child. In one of my YouTube videos, there's a very nice man, Ray. He came from Indonesia and he told the story that his grandfather knew that Michael Jackson had a secret child. He confirmed, he confirmed to that. Someone is passing by. I have to.
Die dat, ja, ja, maar dat bedoel ik ook, ja.
So it was exactly 10 years that it happened. So when it happened, I have to say hello. Hallo meneer.
Hallo.
Ik ben aan het opnemen, dus...
Ik zie het.
Ja.
Maar neemt u mij dan op of u zelf?
Nee, ik mag jou niet opnemen. Dan
Nou,
moet ik...
mij wel, maar...
Ja, mag ik jou opnemen? Hallo. Just my neighbor. Hallo.
Veel plezier.
Dankjewel. He just gave me permission to record him. So now, are you okay? No, that was nice. So, this Ray, he's talking about that his grandfather said, hey, I need to talk to you because I need to tell you that Michael Jackson is not the man that you think that he is. He's a father and he have lost a child. You know, so Ray gave an explanation that he was shocked that his grandfather said Michael Jackson is not what you think that he is, you know. And he was from Indonesia. So I know when I was kidnapped, I had no clue who was Michael Jackson. I only know this guy as my dad, as all the children knows. He worked as a police officer in America. And that's why he let me take care of my aunt. That was the story. I knew that Diana Ross was my aunt, a very famous aunt, musician, singer. So we had all her records. We knew all that. So what I'm trying to say is there were so many people who hated Michael Jackson. And so I could always understand why the child molester case came in the life of Michael Jackson. I always understood that part. And I think it came because he wasn't honest to the media. Michael Jackson was not honest to the media. And I think it's a totally embarrassment for the media that they have missed that he secretly had a child, that there were some stupid media people who took millions not to write it, not to share it with. And I think because the world media love me in a kind of way, they say this is not my fault, that they don't know about me. I believe this is why they are nice to me. And I want to say to the world media, thank you so much. Thank you so much for not hurting me more than when the news came out that I am real. I feel that the world media felt totally betrayed by Michael Jackson and the Jacksons. And I think also that's why they pick on him. They pick on him for years. They call him Wacko Jacko and all the things. So even I love my dad. He that his butt was being kicked by the media. He have asked for it. He have asked for it. And me as his daughter, I would not deny that. I refuse to be in denial. I refuse not to have respect for the media the way that Michael Jackson really robbed them from their bread. And Michael Jackson could have made change. But what was the calculation throughout the Jackson family and his managers, his PR. Michael Jackson, if the world found out you conceived a child with 16, get a child when you were 17, your career is over. And that's why I was being denied. In denial. That's why nobody knows about me. And I think that the world media are the only person in the world who get the point. Mocienne Petit Jackson is real. This is what Michael Jackson has been doing. We hate him. We love him. Fans don't know, have no idea. And I want to say to the world media, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be me. And with the Jackson fans, yes, I was also angry with the media that they call him Wacko Jacko, all the things that they did. But if you are grieving and you start counting and you start investigating, you start educating, then you find out that they were very nice to Michael Jackson because they didn't betray him. They did not put any betrayal on him. And even after he's dead, they are loyal to him because they are protecting what he loves the most. That's his children. And I'm his child. And to the media, I want to say thank you so much. But now I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I have written my books, Thriller Betrayal, Thriller the Dark Side, Netherlands. I'm ready. I'm ready to say hello. My name is Mocienne Petit Jackson, and this is me. So, welcome to my YouTube channel, and see you later.